So sometimes we can get wrapped up in looking for the bad things when we go on dates and when we start dating new people. And it makes sense because it's how we protect ourselves. We've been living, we've been out here, we've been living our lives. But sometimes we miss the good things that do come up when dating new people. So, we're going to discuss 5 green, good flags to look out for in relationships and dating, non monogamous style. I'm your host, Love Goddess. Number one, they speak about their partners, but more importantly, they speak very well, very highly of their partners. The reason why this is important is because a lot of times when dating non-monogamously, you will come across people who have partners and they may not tell you that they have partners and they may not speak well of their partners, which makes you feel understandably uneasy. It makes you want to slip out the back. That's not exactly fun. But if you're on a date or you're talking to somebody, getting to know someone, and they tell you about their partners and they just glow and gush and blush when they talk about them, that's a really good sign. That means that that's probably a good relationship. And that can calm some of your anxiety if you're like some of our good sisters, including me, who has anxiety. It's a good thing. Look for that. It means that they have respect for their partners in order to be transparent about it. And they have respect for you to tell you about them. So look out for that. So the second one is that they're open to meeting your partners if you have partners, and vice versa if they have partners. Now, the reason why this is a good thing to look out for is due to transparency. When you're non-monogamous, transparency is incredibly important, if not vital, to keeping good, sustained relationships. And if you are in a particular non-monogamous love style that you require your partners to meet, if they're very happy, excited to meet your partners, that's a really good sign that your partners would probably have a good metamor relationship. I'll put metamor up here just in case we don't remember. I'm here to help. If your partners have a good metamor relationship, that eases your anxiety. I'm going to say that a lot because it's important. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel like you can go and live and love the way that you need to and want to, because you don't have to worry about possibly refereeing. It's tiring. I can promise you that. It's incredibly tiring to referee between metamors. It's exhausting. So look out for people who actually want to meet your partners and want you to meet their partners. It's a good sign. Don't overlook it. Number 3. The number 3 sign that this is a possibly good match. There's no one penis or one pussy policy. Again, for education's sake, we are going to put a definition right here in my hand, underneath this heart. But just in case you didn't catch that, if you are in a relationship with a partner of the opposite gender from you, that partner could implement a rule saying that you can be with, have sex with, fall in love with anybody of your same gender, but you cannot be with someone of an opposite gender.
What?
So if you identify as a woman, you cannot be with another man, because that possibly makes your man, your partner, your male partner, feel very insecure, uneasy, just doesn't make them feel good. However, it is not your responsibility to curtail who you fall for, who you date, who you fuck, solely based on that. That's not fair. That's a restriction that is not fair, because it's not the same for him, or it could not be the same for her. You need equality here. And if you're encountering someone who does not have that policy, it's a really good sign. It means that they are possibly working on their insecurities. It also could mean that they're working on their internalized homophobia, because that plays into the policy, or their transphobia, or both. I say could be, because there are a lot of people who don't have this policy who are still homophobic, who are still transphobic. That's still not okay. Something else to look for. But in this particular situation, if you're encountering somebody who does not have this policy, it's a good sign. Keep going, keep talking, keep getting to know them. Number 4 is that they're open to learning about your particular relationship style. If they're newer to non-monogamy, or just newer to your non-monogamous style. This is so freeing when you encounter this, because there are plenty of people who go into non-monogamy who don't want to learn, don't want to change, who only want one particular set relationship style. And if that doesn't work for you, then you might not be able to be with that person. However, there are people who come in with that idea but are open to learning. Be open to those people, because they're able to change, they're able to grow, they're able to adjust. And those are all things that are very important when you're in non-monogamous relationships, because you're going to grow, you're going to change, you're going to fall in love with different people, you're going to connect with different people, you're going to learn things about yourself. And you need to have partners who are not only okay with that, but are enthusiastic about it. So look for that. And 5, this person has a decent to excellent level of emotional maturity and intelligence. I'm just gonna be honest here. People be swimming in their feelings in general, but especially in non-monogamy, this non-monogamous world, because there are different people, different triggers that can come up in different situations once you incorporate more and more people. And that's okay. But that's why it's important to find people who are decent, which means that they're not terrible, they're able to grow, to excellent, which means that's less work that you have to do, and it's less work, less teaching that you have to do, and it's much easier to feel affirmed, to feel understood, all things that you need in this, because those feelings, all the feels are going to come up, and it's so much easier to be with people who understand those feelings coming up and can handle them. It's the worst when you're dealing with somebody who can't handle when you cry, when you're upset, when you're jealous, because jealousy happens. It's the worst, because then they might try to invalidate your feelings. They might try to gaslight you. They'll just make you feel bad for having emotions. Like, that's a terrible thing. Emotions are normal. Be with people who understand that emotions are normal. So look out for that. And those are the 5 green flags to look for in non-monogamous relationships and dating when you're in the talking and getting to know you, or whatever other phrase is a part of that time period. You know, before that's your boo thing, that's that time period. When you see those flags, keep going, keep trying. Good things are possible from those standpoints. And let me know in the comment section or in my DMs what you think of this. If you have any other green flags that you want me to cover, if you want me to make this a cute little series, if you want a part 2 to this, I can do that. And let me know if you want me to cover some red flags in non-monogamous relationships and dating, because those are plentiful and I love to rant. So let me know what you guys think and what you want to see. I love you guys. I'll see you next week to educate you more on non-monogamy, love, dating, and wellness, so we can all be better people. Bye.